It is obvious right now that something is happening. Something is clearly here. Sounds are appearing. Sensations are felt. The world is being seen. But what is not so obvious is that nothing is happening. And when I say nothing, I'm referring to this that is also here right now. This which is no thing. This is not a feeling. It is not a sound. It is not a sight. It has no objective qualities whatsoever. We can't measure its size or assess its dimensions in any way. This is sometimes called a space because space, too, has no objective qualities. Right now I can try to grab hold of this space that is all around me, but I always come out empty-handed. There's nothing for me to grab, nothing for me to fixate on. But of course, even space has dimensions. It is a three-dimensional space all around me. And this space seems to stop wherever an object seems to begin. So even space is something I can think about. And I simply cannot think about this. It is sometimes called awareness, but calling it awareness doesn't tell me anything about it. There is nothing to know about this. There's nothing to increase, to have more of. This isn't something that is attained. It is not an accomplishment. This doesn't come and go. It wasn't here in the past. It won't be here in the future. It is simply this, here right now. Right now we are just resting in this, which cannot be named. And who is it that is resting in this? And what is it we are resting in? And these are questions that don't have an answer. It's not that there is an answer and we can't figure it out right now. No, this is simply unknowable. Nobody knows this. Not you, not me, not anybody. Simply because there is nothing to know in this. And yet, strangely, paradoxically, this is the state we've been looking for all our lives. Because in this, there's nothing lacking, nothing missing, nothing that needs to be added. It is, simply put, complete as it is. Absolutely nothing to do with this. This is total freedom. And even though I just called it a state, it is, of course, not true to call it that. States have qualities, durations, emotional valence, intensity. But this has no qualities. Nothing to have more of. And for this simple reason, it is the only ultimate fulfillment. For once, we can't even imagine what it would mean to have more of this. And while this is totally indefinable and ungraspable, it also is not separate from this ordinary experience of being human. In order to assess any kind of distance or separation between this and the body and the world, we would first need to establish this as an object. Then we could measure the distance, say where this stops and the world begins. But we never find this as an object. And we therefore cannot say where duality exists, what separation is. This is simply all-inclusive. This is not something we make happen. It's simply the case that already this is not separate. It is simply intimate, beyond understanding. So simply rest and appreciate this freedom, which cannot be lost.